my channel. I hope you guys are doing really well. If you are here for the first time, please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I am Sanchita Sinha on your screen, and if you have already subscribed to my channel, lots and lots of love. So today you see the look right here is a very basic yet very elegant and glam look, which I always carry when I'm going to any invitation, especially for a wedding season probably. So if you want to know how I achieved this look, this has very bare minimal colors. It is very nude. I have kept it very subtle because I do keep it very subtle when I'm going for somebody's invitation on a wedding which is not very close knit to me. Like it may be a distant relative or it may be a friend. I try and do this kind of a makeup. If it's very personal, then I go over the board. But yeah, if you want to know how I achieved this look is very easy. It has very minimal use of the colors. It is very nude, yet it's very glowy and peachy. Then keep on watching and do let me know in the comment section below how did you like the look. So without wasting further much time, just straight head into the video.
Begin with, I'm using this Dandelion syrup from Biotic, and this is an amazing serum for your face. I generally use it on night, but before makeup also I use it. This creates a great barrier with the skin and the makeup. I'm using this Color Bar Match Perfect Primer. I have a very oily T-zone and this works very perfectly for all kind of skin tones, especially if you have this oily T-zone. So I quickly apply my primer across my mouth and my nose area where I have the maximum pores, and just make sure that when you're using any silicone based primer, just don't rub it too much, otherwise it withers off. Now I'm using this Fit Me foundation 310 Sun Beige, and this is amazing for everyday use or even for a low coverage, medium buildable coverage thing. So if you want a foundation, this is a go-to one, and if you want any high-end or any full coverage, then you might look out for other options as well. Now I'm using this Insight Pro Concealer and applying it on the corner of the eyes and bringing it little on the upper eyelid as well, so that it's easily blendable, so that that corner doesn't look dark. I'm using this beauty blender from Blue Heaven, and this is amazing at 150 rupees. The kind of quality it has, it's amazing. After I'm done blending with this beauty blender, I'll use this concealer brush. So I'll quickly just blend with this concealer brush and blend it properly. Take your time when you are blending, because a perfect makeup's key is proper blending, otherwise your makeup may look very cracky and very cakey as well. So now I'm almost done concealing my areas where I have the blemishes and the dark circles, and I'm almost done. After that, I'm taking the same Blue Heaven's beauty blender and I'll just tap the Fit Me Compact on the under eye areas and on the areas where I have concealed, so that there is no crease line whatsoever. Once I'm done with my base, I'll just take my Master Contour palette, and this is my absolute favorite palette. You can already make out I have already dug hole into it. So I'll start contouring my face a little bit. And when you're doing contouring, especially for the beginners, ensure you make understanding of your face and then do a contouring, because every face is very different from other. Also, there is a trick that put a little bit extra to the areas near to your hairline and less near your mouth area. This gives you a more chiseled effect. So once I'm done contouring my cheeks, I'll contour my jawline, because who wants that double chin when you have the power of contouring with yourself? This gives you a very snatched and chiseled effect. So now after contouring that, I'll take a smaller brush and I'll contour my forehead as well, because this contouring will help you get that balance of your face after using a foundation. Now taking the concealer brush. So with the concealer brush, I'll just quickly contour the nose. Ensure your contour line starts from the starting of the eyebrow. This gives a more finished effect to your contouring of the nose. After that, I'll take a bigger fluffy brush from my Real Technique, and then I'll just put the blush. So whenever you are applying blush, ensure to smile bright on yourself so that you understand what is the apple of your cheek, and there you can apply. Otherwise it looks very blotchy if you just apply the blush anywhere on the face. With the same brush, I'll take the highlighter and apply on the highest point of my cheeks, and then take a smaller brush and apply highlighter on the cupid's bow, on the bridge of the nose, on the tip of the nose, on the forehead, and also on the chin area. I'll apply a little bit using the same smaller brush on the highlighted area because I just love highlighter, and this highlighter is anyways very economical and loved too. After doing this, I'll just quickly fix my makeup using the Maybelline Lasting Fix, and I'll just spray it all over my face and then fan my face a little bit and then dab off the excess. Technique of dabbing off the excess product helps you get rid of any excess powder or the cream products on your face, and also ensures the settling of the makeup better in your skin. So after that, I'm taking this Maybelline New York, the Mini City palette, and I'm using this dark brown color, and I'll just create the transition using this. This gives a very nice depth to your eyes. So very slowly I'll start building up the color. So I'll just take it from the outer corner and then bringing it towards the inner corner. That's the technique I follow regularly for creating my crease line. Once I'm done blending this brown color across my eyelid, I'll take my Real Technique brush and bring a little lighter color on the eyelid, and also blend it very well with the crease line area so that there is no harsh line at the edges. So this gives a very soft look to the eyes. Now taking this black kajal from Color Bar, I'll just tight line my upper lash line and lower lash line. Also bring some kajal on the upper lid so that it looks very uniform. Just ensure when you're doing your upper lid, you do it very close to your lash line, otherwise any sparse area may not look so good. So while tight lining my upper lash line, I just look up like this, and that's how I do it. Just ensure you're doing it very easily, because anyways you'll smudge it and make it more tidy once you do it. Now I'm taking this kind of a pencil brush and then taking the brown color from the same palette, and now I'll be smudging my upper lash line and lower lash line. So to begin with, I'll just smudge my lower lash line with this color and kajal, and then I'll do my upper lash line as well. So once you are done with the lower lash line, I'll just smudge the upper lash line. This gives you a very finessed look, and also you don't require any eyeliner after this, so it's very easy technique. Once I'm done doing this, I'll take a highlighter shade from this very palette on the felt tip applicator which came along with this palette, and I apply it in the inner corners of the eye. This instantly just opens up the entire look and brings the entire look very put together. After that, I'll take the highlighter from the Master Contour palette and apply it on the eyelid, and also using a brush I will apply it on the brow. Eyelash corner, I'll just curl my eyelashes very quickly and very easily. This is a great technique if you are not using your false eyelashes. I'm using this Maybelline Hyper Curl mascara, and just I'll use it loads of it. I just love this mascara, and this gives you a very nice falsy effect. Taking this lipstick from Nykaa, that is Wake Up and Makeup, and I'll also use Color Bar Raisin Rum together to bring a very nice peachy color together. So I have just applied the Nykaa one, and now I'll apply the Color Bar Raisin Rum. And if you have not seen my lipstick collection of the pink shade, I'll link it above in the description box.
So this is the final look. You see the little bit of, you can play a little bit of with the colors. I generally keep it like this. If you want, you can use a bindi if you want, but generally on days I don't use bindi, so I have kept it very realistic. The way I go to a friend's wedding party or being a guest to a party, I wear like this. If it's definitely a family affair, then it's a different thing altogether. But generally it's like this. I hope you have liked the content of today's video, and if you have, and if you have yet not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing, because it will take just a moment. And also hit the bell button down below, because your notification will only hit you once you hit that bell button. So next time I upload a video, you will be easily updated. Until next time, stay safe, stay at home, do not step out of the house if it's not really very urgent, and yeah, please maintain social distancing because the virus is yet very active. Until next time, loads of love. Bye. Bye.